A cop's worst nightmare? Arresting the wrong person right there in broad daylight, when you think you know exactly what you're doing and you're dead wrong. Yeah, that happened. And if you want to know how a 20-year career can get torched in under 10 minutes, let me take you back to one afternoon in Brookfield, Ohio, the kind of neighborhood where even the birds seem to sing in harmony and nothing ever happens until it does. So here's me, Sergeant Brian Calloway, cruising slow down Willow Lane, one hand on the wheel, one thumb flicking the radio, feeling like the king of the suburbs. I'm not some rookie of seen it all. At least that's what I told myself. I got a reputation, tough, direct, no patience for nonsense, and maybe just maybe a little too quick to judge who does or doesn't belong. You know what I mean? It's easy to fall into that trap when you're used to people waving or nodding every time the cruiser rolls by. Except today, someone didn't. That's when I saw a hair-up black woman, probably mid-40s, jogger's build, not a hint of fear in her stride. She's moving steady, headphones in, top-tier running gear, like she belongs on a magazine cover. But something about the way she keeps her eyes ahead, never once glancing at me, rubs me wrong. Maybe it's because folks usually look at least out the corner of their eye. Maybe it's because she breezes right past a silver Tesla in a driveway, never slowing, never curious. Or maybe I'm just making excuses, but I pull over anyway. Tires crunch, and suddenly it's just me and her on that perfect sidewalk. I get out, hand resting on my belt, not threatening, but letting it show, you know? She slows up, yanks out an earbud, breath coming hard but steadish, not rattled. Not yet. "Something wrong, officer?" she asks, almost bored. That tone alone gets my back up. "Where you coming from?" My voice comes out colder than I mean, but I can't help it. She glances up the street, home. "Just out for a run." "Where's home?" Now she's really looking at me, head tilted, eyes narrowing. "Couple blocks down. Got ID on you?" That's when things start to shift. She stiffens up just a hair, like she's been here before, like she's already tired of this song and dance. "No one's required to carry ID while jogging," she says, perfectly even, almost too calm. That reads as defiance to me. So I look around, streets mostly empty, but a couple folks in their yards are watching, and the blinds on a few houses twitch. I say, "I'm investigating suspicious activity." She just raises an eyebrow. "Suspicious? You mean jogging past a Tesla?" There's a little laugh in her voice, but it's ice cold. "You're refusing to identify yourself," I say, and I sound like I'm quoting a manual. She goes, "I'm refusing to be harassed." That word, harassed, it hits like a slap. Suddenly, I'm not thinking straight. I step closer, she stands her ground, and before I realize it, my hand's on her wrist, cuffs flashing in the sun. "You're under arrest for obstruction," I spit out, automatic like my mouse on autopilot. The world goes quiet except for a protest, sharp and steady. "You're making a mistake." A man on his porch whips out his phone. A woman across the street just stares. I tighten the cuffs, ignoring all of them. "You should have cooperated." She breathes hard, but her voice doesn't break. "You don't even know who I am." I don't care, or I think I don't. But I should have, because that was the moment everything unraveled. I press my radio, dispatch, 10 to 15, female suspect refusing to ID, requesting transport. She almost laughs. "You really think this is going to go your way?" I ignore her. I've always believed the law is on my side. And then twist number only well-dressed man steps up from nowhere, mid-50s, suit jacket over his shoulder, voice quiet but firm. "Excuse me, officer. What's going on here?" I try to wave him off, "Sir, stand back." He doesn't budge, just looks at the cuffs, then at me, then at her. I ask what's going on. She was being uncooperative. I answer, but my voice shakes just a bit. She chimes in, "He stopped me while jogging." I told him I didn't need to carry ID, and here we are. The man shakes his head, eyes hard. "You arrested her for jogging?" Before I can answer, a black SUV rolls up, tinted windows, unmarked plates, yeah. You know, the type, official, serious. Out steps Captain Ronald Briggs, my commanding officer, and he looks like he wants to rip someone's head off. Briggs strides over, crowd splitting, and barks, "Uncuff her." For a second, I'm frozen. Did I hear that right? I said uncuff her now. I fumble, hands shaking, finally popping the cuffs off as Simone rubs her wrists, red marks glaring against her skin. The man in the suit watches, everyone's filming, and Briggs leans in, low and furious. "Do you know who you just arrested?" I stammer, "Sir." She refused to identify. He cuts me off. She doesn't have to. "That's Chief Simone Daniels. You ever feel the world just drop out from under you?" "Yeah, that. The woman I just cuffed in front of half the block is my boss, the highest-ranking officer in the department." I'm standing there, hands empty, badge burning a hole in my chest, as the crowd goes dead silent, except for the camera phones humming. Simone looks at me, voice soft but like steel. "You think your badge gives you the right to stop whoever you want? You think jogging while black is a crime?" I can't answer. There's nothing I can say that doesn't sound hollow, weak. She steps closer, eyes never leaving mine. "You decided I didn't belong here. Didn't matter who I was. You humiliated me. You were ready to throw me in the back of your squad car over nothing. And if I weren't in this uniform, you know how this could have ended." I flinch because she's right, and for the first time, I can't hide behind the rules. Briggs doesn't hesitate. "Sergeant Calloway, you're relieved of duty. Badge and gun now." That's it. All the years, all the certainty I hand over my badge, my weapon, and feel every eye drilling into me, some angry, some disappointed, all of them knowing what I just did. Simone doesn't gloat. She shakes her head, voice low. "Take a long, hard look at yourself. Because after today, everything changes." I can't move, can't talk, as she turns away, climbing into her SUV. Briggs heads to his car. The crowd lingers, whispering, filming, nobody sure what to say. I get in my cruiser, shut the door, and just sit there, staring at the steering wheel, fingers curling, remembering the feel of those cuffs on her wrists. The world outside looks the same, but everything's different. The street, the hedges, the houses, they all feel like a stage where I just played the villain. For the first time, I don't know who I am behind the uniform. I watch Simone talking to Briggs. She stands straight, fiery, the bystanders looking at her with respect, not suspicion. It hits me then real justice isn't about who's got the badge or the gun. It's about how you use it. How many times has someone like me cuffed someone like her, with no one around to stop it? How many others just got rolled over, their stories never told? It's not just about one cop screwing you, it's about a whole system that lets this stuff keep happening. So now I'm sitting here, career in shambles, pride gone, and I can't stop asking, when does it change? Who steps up, who speaks out? And yeah, that's not just a question for cops, that's a question for all of us. What do you think, when does justice actually mean justice? And what are you willing to do about it? Share your thoughts, let's talk about what's right, what's wrong, and whether anybody in this country is really above being questioned.